Hi, you guys. Nicole here, your energy therapist, wellness coach, and cannabis caregiver. And today, what we're doing in this energy therapy session is clearing emotional baggage. Okay. So, this is something that I do, a service that I offer to my clients where we are aligning ourselves with the planetary energy that we have at this time. Hold on a second. What happened here? It says something went wrong. Yes, it did. Okay. All right. I have something up here that I wanted to reference. So I'm not going to read from it or anything, but I just wanted to reference from it. So anyway, what do we do with this during this time and with this particular session of clearing emotional baggage? So today is November 11th, 2017, right? November 18th, 2017, we will have that's the new moon day. Okay, that's the new moon time. New moon will be in Scorpio. All right. So this is an ancient system. Farmers do this, and it's just been going on from ancient times that the new moon time is the best time to plant. That's when they plant crops in order to get the best yield. Okay. And the moon is only in a particular sign in the sky not in the sky, but in the heavens for about 2 days. So 2.5 days, 48 hours or whatever. So that's the time that you have. All right. Time is within eternity. So there is eternity, but hey, we're here on earth and there's planets in the heavens and everything operates within this time. So that's what we have to do. We have to work with time and we have to operate in time, and we want to be on time and not late. Okay. We pay a penalty when we are late. So we are getting ourselves back in alignment with the timing of things. So even though the new moon is not of yet, we are in a waning crescent phase. So what do we do within that phase? In that phase, this is the best time to clear. Okay. It's the best time to clear. It's the best time to get rid of stuff, old stuff that we don't need, that we don't want, that doesn't no longer fit us. Hey, it may even still be useful, but it's not useful to you. So it's better to just get rid of it. Okay. Stop holding on to it. And a lot of times that's what we do. You know, when we talk about emotional baggage, we have this emotional baggage. The thing is, we don't really know how to get rid of the emotional baggage. Sometimes we don't even know that we're carrying around this emotional baggage. We may feel weighted down, we may feel heavy or something like that. And emotional baggage is not just this term to throw around. Oh, you got this emotional baggage and la 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 la. This is serious. It's what we call negative trapped emotions. Okay, because emotions that's what it is. Emotion, energy in motion. Energy cannot be destroyed at any time. However, it can be stagnated. It can be held up, it can be blocked. And so that's what's happening when we're feeling stuck, when we're feeling like we want to move, but we don't, and we're doing everything that we know to do, but it's like, man, I'm doing this, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why? What's going on? Why do I feel stuck? Most likely it's because there is negative trapped emotions that has lodged in your body, in organs that need to be released. Okay. And there's a specific way in order to get them out of the body. A lot of times we may have consciously gotten over something. Okay, consciously gotten over something, consciously worked on certain things. However, that emotional energy or the resonance or emotional resonance. Emotional resonance is like, think about like ringing a bell. Like you hit the bell and it's boom, but the sound is still like there resonating. You may have that sound or that emotional resonance still there. And that's giving off a frequency, okay? And it's attracting according to that frequency. It's attracting according to that emotion. So we can consciously be applying the law of attraction. However, the underlying current that's still there is that negative trapped emotion, or that negative, or that emotional resonance, and that's attracting too. So then we're getting the good, but then also getting the not so good or the things that we don't want. It's like, hey, I'm consciously trying to get to the things that I want. Why are the things that I don't want coming up with it? That's law of attraction 2.0. You know, we're attracting according to the negative trapped emotions that's still there. So moving forward, with this particular client that I worked on this morning, just to show an example of some things, and then a series that I'm also going to, that I will do. I'm not going to say going to do, because that's like futuristic. No, I will do with the energy therapy sessions is clearing emotional baggage. Okay, clearing emotional baggage. And you can find the information on how to schedule a session for yourself on my website on the link below. Okay, so what that is that we take this time, we take that week or so, or during the waning crescent moon, before the new moon arrives, or before the new moon goes into a certain sign, where we clear. Okay, we clear, we weed out, we get it out, we clear these negative trapped emotions, so that when the new moon hits, now we're working together where you're planting your desires, you're writing them down, at least anywhere between 10 and 12 according to the new moon, the sign that the new moon is in at that particular time. It works best when we do it that way. Okay, when we do this according to the sign that the new moon is in. And then Spirit just gave to me too, that when we're releasing during the waning crescent moon, we most likely want to look at the sign that the moon is in at that time, to release according to that as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. You got to listen when the Spirit talks to you. Okay, so anyway, so with this particular client, they do have a condition that has been diagnosed. All right, and so this particular client, we've been working together over the past 6. How many sessions have you had with me? Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Over the past 4 to 5 weeks. Yes, over the past 4 to 5 weeks. And so this was her last session. And actually, I love to give more value to my clients that really want it. I mean, I do. I do. I give more value. So she really wants it. She had 4 more sessions after her initial session. So there were a total of 5 sessions that needed to be done on a weekly basis. And she kept up with her sessions. So with this last session, I just threw in. I did. I just threw in the clearing your emotions at the end with her last session, so that we can work together with during the new moon, and just and move forward, because I do see that she's she's she she's gonna be okay. She's gonna be okay. I see it. I see it. I feel it. I know it. However, with this last um, um, symptom that my client had, I usually have my clients give me up to 5 symptoms to work with, and that we release the negative trapped emotions around. That's the underlying cause of the symptom, because the body does not necessarily recognize the terms of diseases that we put on it. So I can say, hey, what's the underlying cause of the cancer? What's cancer? What the body knows is that something is out of order and we need to get it back in order. And we go according to the symptom. Just like when you go to the doctor, you go to the doctor and they want to know what your symptoms are. And then they go on to find out what's wrong based on the symptoms that you gave. Hey, they may run blood tests, urinalysis, and things like that. But for the most part, they know what test to run based on the symptoms that you gave. Because they can't run every test in the book. Of course, that costs money in order to do so. So, hey, according to these symptoms, I'm going to run these particular tests, and then we're going to see what it is that's going on. If we see something, especially, if they run a particular test of your blood, but that's still a particular test that they're running. So, again, that goes according to symptoms. So that's what we work with. I work with the symptoms. And so her symptoms here were chronic pain, headaches, anxiety, hot spells, pain, and ovaries. But I want to focus on this particular one, this last one. In each session, I want to always release at least 7 trapped emotions, at least 7. In her case, I released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I released 10. With this last trapped emotion, that was the underlying cause of the chronic pain that she's experiencing, was unsupported. The trapped emotion of unsupported that lodged itself in the kidneys. So this energy, this negative energy, is lodged in the kidneys. Now, what I paid particular attention to was there are 7 trapped emotions that lodged in certain organs of her body at the same age of 17. 17. So I don't know exactly what was going on in her life at that time. She knows, or she may be able to recall when we, when we do our wellness consulting session, which will be later today. Because that's what I like to do as well. After we release the trapped emotions, according to the sessions and things like that, we go. We have a wellness consulting session where we go over these things. My client they can vent and talk about it or whatever. If they don't want to do that, that's fine too. I am not a licensed psychologist at all, so I don't get into that. However, like I said, I'm a wellness coach, so my goal is to coach you through for better results, better health and wellness results. So we can talk about these things. She can recall some things. She doesn't necessarily have to go through them, but she can say, hey, I was going through this particular thing or whatever at that age. And it's like, yeah, these were the emotions that you were experiencing. They were suppressed. We released them. However, with this last one, unsupported, lodged in the kidneys at age 17, I felt very heavy. Very, very, very heavy with this one. And I felt this. It was my heart. My heart felt very, very heavy. And I just called out heart chakra, heart chakra. So as I went on to say, okay,